to go on the porch, she said.
Okay, well, go hang out. Walk your dog. Walk your dog. Yeah, you little rat dog. Oh my goodness. So there's been some extended drama going on. I'm sure if anybody's checked out my last couple videos, you can see Painted Turtle Endeavors is acting all drama like, telling me I'm not allowed back on her property. She ain't never had to do that before, but she won't tell me why. Now, Cheryl Van Horn, however, is going around the internet telling people that I have alternative. How you doing, Dennis? I have alternative motives or some shit that I'm bouncing around. I'm real curious because I'm giving them a live chance to come over here and tell me exactly what my motives are. And I'd like to hear Jessica why she's making me be a dick. And maybe set some fucking records straight. I don't know. But apparently I need Jessica is what I don't know. I don't know what's up Cheryl's butt. She's a lady I hadn't spoken to for a long time. And then she came out of the woodwork when I was at Jessica's. And I'm all like, well, okay. And then kind of blew her off. She's one of these light workers that work in some dim ass shadowy shit. Anyways, so Jessica owes me a great deal of money, and I'm not after the money. I have to assure you of that, because this right here is blue jadeite. And yeah, it's got a cross on the snake head, so it's probably worth more than it is per carat, of minimum $500 per carat. Each carat it can be between $5,000 and $2,000 for blue jadeite. It's a very expensive, very sought after stone. Now, I'm not sure. Let me run the math here for you. We're talking about, if this was only 50 pounds, I know it's a little more than 50 pounds. That's 113,000 carats. Do the math. Do the math. 86 million at bottom price. 86 fucking million at bottom price. I've held on to this thing for fucking 6 months, running around showing museums and everybody, and I've had offers. I've not offers money, but I mean, like, you looking to sell it? And I was like, absolutely no. So it never made it to the offer point. If I was looking to fucking make money, I could have a long fucking time ago. That ain't what I'm after. I've stated exactly what the fuck I was after when I went looking for this. The halls of Amenti. And we found them. We also found the cross on the snakehead that the Jesuits were using as a snake altar. Or Ottawa. The Jesuits came along and murdered the Ottawa tribe. Made them break the wings off of the feathered serpent here. And then bury the truck-sized ones up in Hastings, Michigan. Now, I'm supposed to be meeting up with MSU professor. She wanted to meet with me about the ingredients and process of making these monoliths. Now, I don't need to be at Jessica's to do that. So I fully intend to hit Michigan at some point this year. And I obviously am not going to be negotiating with Painted Turtle Endeavors, I'm going to get a hold of fucking MSU herself, the head of archaeology. I mean, her and I already correspond without Jessica. And I've been Jessica for years. If anybody's been here for any amount of time knows she's been trying to get people out there to her property to look at this shit for years and failing. She is confided to everybody here. These people were put around her to suppress her and to kill her family and everybody else. She blames all this tribe shit on her aunt's death and everybody else. And I'm all like, well, I came there and now all of a sudden she's got an awful lot of attention. She doesn't seem to me. Me, I'm in Texas for the next couple of days. We're fixing to go up to Arizona and then hit the northern tribes, and I will be going to MSU at some point, not in the too far future. I just wanted to set the record straight. If I was that alternative, if I was out for money, I could have sold this motherfucker right here. I'd take a cut, $500 a fucking carrot. Kidding me? That's 86 million fucking dollars on the jade market. And go look at the jade market. They are worth insane amounts of money. Now, the fact that it has a cross on the snake head and all these hieroglyphs on it, and according to Lipscomb University, a king stamp that outdates his entire Levant period, which is biblical, the biblical period. It's got to be worth more than that, don't you think? Because we're talking about just the carat value of this thing is worth 86 million fucking dollars. Do the math. I could have sold this motherfucker a long time ago had I wanted the money. It ain't money that motivates me. I dare a motherfucker. Because that's what Cheryl's going around the internet talking about. I'm motivated by money. I got a 50-pound fucking blue jadeite fucking crystal at my feet. What kind of money do you think I want? Seriously, at lowball, it's worth $86 million by weight. Take 1/86th of that. That's more than a lot of fucking human beings see in their entire life. You gonna tell me I'm motivated by money? The peanut? That's cute. The peanut. Well, you know, none of the universities or museums that we saw thought it was a turd. The Jesuit actually documentedly murdered the Ottawa tribe when they made them break these effigies in Hastings, Michigan in the 1800s. It's part of history and legend, and we went and dug it up. They tried to hide it by putting red ochre all over the place. Had Jessica convinced that it was a burial ground, she every day, well, it's a burial ground. I don't know if you should be digging there. Well, we never found a body. We went underneath the rock another 3 feet. I was literally looking for bones just to get somebody's attention out there. Never found any. We just found a lot of trinitite glass from a nuclear explosion all over a bunch of really nice, ornate fucking effigies. She went and had them checked out by a geologist. They're blue jadeite, which means that one right there is worth $86 million without the writing on it, just by weight. It's a pure crystal. It's a pure fucking crystal. $500 a carat is lowballing. This is a pure crystal of blue jadeite. That's probably up around the top range. Seriously. I have taken this thing around blowing my ass off to fucking put the gas in the fucking tank to carry this thing around to museums and shit. You guys have been helping donate to help fill this tank and get fucking tires for this thing while we're toting around a minimum $86 million fucking 113,000 carat fucking stone without the writing. So you tell me where money's motivating me, because I still got the money in my fucking RV that I ain't even reached a point of fucking offers because I immediately shut it down. No, this isn't for that. It's got trinitite fucking glass on it from a fucking, are you kidding me? It's worth a lot more than 86 million fucking dollars. That's just by weight of the gemstone it is on the bottom of the scale. And this is a pure gem. I can guarantee you on the Chinese fucking jade market, it would take an awful lot more than 86 million fucking dollars. With the cross on the snakehead. Yeah, that's a solar plume you're looking at. That's the sun. These are planets. Imagine that. It's the Enuma Elise in 3D. What's up, Polly? How the hell are you? I noticed another troll over there talking about, oh, he's not allowed in a lot of places. I'm like, really? Where have I been told I'm not allowed back? Jessica's, just the other day, because I think there's some high school fucking bullshit going on top of the fact that she owes me quite a few thousand fucking dollars. Remember the guy I worked with when I didn't show up for work one day after she owed him fucking weeks and weeks of fucking wages. And that day, man, he was a horrible human being, etc., etc. Fucking, she blocked him from every avenue, just like she has me, and fucking started bad mouthing him. And I was like, oh God, I can see what's coming here for me. And I didn't want to sign her goddamn contract because of that shit. Sounds like you've been having a lot of fun, Polly. What up, Spark? How you doing, Skits? Not much. I was just setting straight some shit that I'm hearing going around. A bunch of fucking trolls talking about I got alternative motivations and I need Jessica. And tell you something. When Jessica live stood there and told me this is mine, this is mine, this is mine on 3 different videos, I could have gone out and sold that motherfucker, but I've instead laboriously taken it to museums and all kinds of different hundreds of fucking tribes, dropped her name at every one of them. Been promoting her all over the damn place. But as far as blue jadeite goes, this is 113,000 carats worth minimum, bottom range, $500. I mean, that's trash. $500 a carat. A carat. Do the math. Talking about $86 million, bottom basement, bottom fucking dollar. Without the fucking cross on the snakehead and the fucking effigies and everything about this, including the king stamp that outdates fucking Lipscomb University's Avant. I definitely have made more than 86 million fucking dollars on this goddamn thing. So if I had alternative fucking motivations and fucking the money is what drives me, I would have sold this bitch a long time ago for fucking couple million and fucking dropped. See ya. Deuces. Fuck off. All you troll bitches. I found the gates of hell. When the bombs drop, I'll be back. I'm not asking permission. I'm telling you, I will be burning down hell. I will get into the fucking temples and I will dismantle their machinery that recycles your soul, like it or not. If Creator wants that to happen, it's going to fucking happen. Now I know where they're at. I don't need Jessica. I'm trying to work with Jessica because if Jessica, I thought was a fucking decent person. I love her grandmother. But fucking be coming up at me and fucking blocking me and shit, it's looking an awful lot like she's treating me like Tristan, who literally had to take her to court and he won. What are we talking about? 50-pound blue jadeite, feathered serpent. Hundreds of them that were burying a truck-sized, God knows how many ton feathered serpent in Hastings, Michigan, where the Ottawa tribe was murdered by the Jesuits. After they found them, they made them break the big feathered plumes. They look like fucking angel's wings. We got all the footage here. I mean, the angel wing was as big as my fucking whole cowl here. It was a fucking ton rock itself, blue jade. So I got trolls telling me I'm after money. This is well over 113,000 carats of blue jadeite. She had them checked at a geologist herself. They're jadeite. It's fucking expensive stone. You don't think I could have took $2 million and fucking run? $86 million bottom basement price for that rock without the hieroglyphs on it. Just the carat value of blue jadeite alone. There's your alternative bullshit. I'm not driven by money. If I was, that wouldn't be here still.
You did.
What?
Steph says dinner's done.
Awesome.
Chicken or shrimp Alfredo, I believe.
Well, thank you, sir.
I'll go inside.
Hell yeah, skits.
Would you like me to bring you a plate, or will you be inside?
Could you bring me one so I don't have to move too much?
Which one do you want?
Thank you.
Shrimp or chicken?
A little bit of A, a little bit of B. Surf and turf me. Just a little bit. I'm not real hungry. I'm actually in an awful lot of pain this morning, or this afternoon now. I fucking slept on the wrong side of my body. I don't even remember going to sleep. My whole fucking left side don't want to move today. Yeah, it's. I'm sitting here. I literally, Scientific Lee's over there on Jessica's page talking now. But fucking Cheryl Van Horn's over there just talking up all kinds of shit. Talking about how I'm not allowed at a lot of places. I've been kicked out of a lot of places. Where? I don't remember these places. We've got video. I mean, saying I'm motivated by the money. For God's sake, skits. I've been sitting on a blue jadeite stone that's fucking heavier than 50 pounds. Do the math. All you got to do is Google the fucking price of blue jadeite. Boom. There you go. That's $500 to $2,000 a carat. It's a little bit of a range, but I'll take the bottom scale of it. It's $86 million at 50 pounds. I know this thing's heavier than 50 pounds. I'm not exactly motivated by money, or I would have sold this motherfucker for a couple of $1 million and ducked out. I've said it time after time after time after time after time since I've had the damn thing. Jesus Christ. It kills me to read all these things, though. I figured I'd come on live and give them a chance to come and fucking say something sensible. Especially Jessica, I'd like to hear her reasoning exactly what happened, because the last thing I knew, we were having a decent conversation. What's up, skunk? How you doing? And then next thing I know, I'm blocked. And I'm all like,
some
oh,
chicken out there too.
thank you. Thank you. Thanks, Steph. For God's sake. It's an amazing cook. Thanks, Steph, for me too, please. I said, thanks, Steph, for me too, if you would, please.
Here's your... No. No. Good.
Personally, I'm having a pretty good day. I'm still here at Glenn's. How could you have a bad day? We're supposed to be getting a thunderstorm. Yeah, I've been having some pretty good days, man. I get up, I go have coffee with Glenn, blow some glass, put up some trim, or, chase the chickens around, eating green eggs, and having awesome fucking dinner cooked by one of the green ladies. We're both amazing cooks. I'm going to miss this place. We're leaving tomorrow, early morning. We're going to go get some glass. 10 chicks. Nice. Kimmy brought home, I think, 8 yesterday. Little baby chicks. They are so fucking cute. Little baby chicks. They're like little fuzzballs, man. Yeah, we've been having nothing but a good time here at Glenn's. I just wake up all week this week with stupid videos going around. So I've decided I needed to talk about it. Because obviously Cheryl Van Horn's been influencing Jessica. She's all over Jessica's page. And I know how she is. That's why I hadn't talked to her in a long time. That's why I don't talk to her every day. She's a nut job. Or worse. Anyway, she was talking about how I was motivated for money. I was like, well, yeah, I'm motivated by money. I blow my ass off to fill this tank, and I do ask for donations, and I take donations now for the tank. You bet. But if I was all about the money, we wouldn't be filling up the tank. A Learjet flying me around, because this motherfucker's worth $500 a carrot. There's 50 pounds of carrots. But I don't sell it. I keep taking it around and showing people and telling people about where I got it. Jessica's. I think if I had alternative motives that centered around cash, that would have shown up a long time ago, and you wouldn't be sitting here talking to me today, now would you? Yeah, Glenn said the moon was doing new tricks last night, but I passed out so early I personally didn't get to see it.
The moon's doing newer tricks.
I gotta tell you, a couple nights ago, 3 or 4 nights ago, it was very thin crescent grin right at sunset with the sun. And then 2 nights ago, it was high above sunset, which it shouldn't be. I found that odd, and then last night I went to sleep. I didn't see what it did. Glenn said it rose in the west and set in the north. Well, that is a new one.
Sounds normal. For pounds of glue.
But it seemed to be going and getting bigger. I'll be damned. I mean, if it's setting, the other day it was setting with the fucking sun. It shouldn't be. We shouldn't. We shouldn't be looking at the fucking thing. It should be doing its new moon phase, but it doesn't seem to be doing that. So yeah, it's changed a little bit, huh?
What's your day?
Good, thanks. How's yours?
Good.
At least my back didn't hurt as bad. It is what it is.
Fucking delicious day.
It's been doing new shit, huh? I thought I noticed it was doing new shit. I just haven't looked at it enough to see exactly what that new shit is. Fun times, Dennis. Fun times. You go centuries, the moon does the same damn thing. Suddenly, no one's looking.
Yeah, I don't think she won for Alfredo.
Yeah, my Alfredo is just a bad joke. Steph can make some fucking good Alfredo, man. Real good. My God. I agree. It is the greatest show I've ever seen.
Sucks for those who don't notice.
I do. I pity those that don't even notice and are missing.
This Grand Spectre.
How many lifetimes go by before the show comes back? You know, I mean, it's like that's how rare it is. It ain't once in a lifetime. It's like once in how many generations time? And we get to be here. So many aren't even watching.
Well, it's one in a triple sun cycle.
And you see people doing crazy shit, makes you wonder how spiky is their human. I was hoping Cheryl or Jessica would be able to stop by and explain to me just exactly what my alternative motivation is. If I'm so driven by money, why haven't I unloaded this rock that I've been carrying around for 6 months? This worth more money than you or I will ever see in our lives.
Why do you have these fucking giant tombstones in a car and have it sold?
I got Peridot down here with.
What spectacular Peridot!
Oh my God, dude! I'm motivated by money, though.
That Peridot's a little more than a fucking cut. That's a fucking amazing piece of art right there.
Yeah, that stone is honestly To me, it's more valuable than the snakehead because it proves that ain't random.
That ain't natural. How? See all these intricate patterns and flower patterns and stars and possible squares.
After star. After star. And find a heart. Oh, it's upside down. There's a heart. Another star. Another star. It's got a diamond. This is my Lucky Charms rock. This is peridot. These are garnet with diamond outlay. Yellow diamond, but nonetheless, it's fucking diamond. That's not a natural formation. That's got the flower complex in it, just like this one. That's blue jadeite. Over 113,000 carats of blue jadeite. This is peridot and garnet and diamond. And it's an amazing triangle piece. This is a Millefiori art piece. Stone. Geologists try to say it laid with these gemstones in sand in a riverbed that made the stars and hearts and diamonds. I don't think one of these has ever been seen before with all the shapes in it. Square. I don't think that's been seen before, but guess what? It is now, isn't it? I think this proves beyond the shadow of a doubt. This was not formed any other way than the way we discovered it was formed. Silica, calcium carbonate, mercury, and an active magnetron. Because that shit ain't something that would randomly show up in a riverbed. If you want to argue that, I'm going to just have to punch you. You telling me that fucking garnet got wrapped in diamond in the shapes of fucking Lucky goddamn Charms and then fucking sat in sand and got petrified over that? No, it didn't. Kidding me? That's ludicrous. That's why I love that stone. Think how much that shit's worth. If I was motivated by money, I would have sold all this shit off a long time ago. Gone and done disappeared, I think, because I wouldn't have been able to face any of you. Truly. Honest to God, man. I mean, what the fuck, dude? I'm sitting on millions and millions in stones in this fucking RV, driving around, busting my ass to take it across the fucking country, drop Jessica's name, and I'm the fucking bad guy that's out after her money. Fucking suck his dick. How you doing, Shadow? Oldest first, man. As a Republican Senator, Jim Davis had told me how you had to die when I stepped down. I'm the guy that wrote the Davis hemp bill that forced federal legalization of CBD. I stood down because of a plot to kill you, your family, and your neighbors.
They're all
I've itemized it and detailed it on the channel. Check out my older videos. You know, Donald Trump left Marla Maples in the 80s for a Jeffrey Epstein call girl named Melina. Did you know that? I bet you didn't. You don't have to do CBD. I'm telling you who the fuck I am, jackass. I didn't sit in a fucking cubicle, some cubicle fucking worker named Snowden, trying to tell you a secret. I was told when I was offered my bunker that you had to die to keep me safe in my bunker. Now, if you want to know that fucking information, you can go get it. I don't care if you use CBD. I was a senatorial top investigator under Republican Jim Davis, who told me how you had to die to keep me safe in my bunker with my son. I give a fuck if you use CBD. I don't. I'm letting you know what I used to do when I stood down from that position. That way you got a little bit of a reference. You went to, I don't use CBD. You're going to die. They plan your death. And it's real soon. So if you want to fucking know what's going on, oldest first, my friend. That's all I got for you. I've detailed it. You'll go through and be like, well, shit, this already happened. Look at the date I was warning you. Look at the date I was warning you. It hadn't happened yet. There's a couple of things left. You might want to go check out what I got for you. You know how it ends? How you doing, East? Welcome to the corner. Well, here's the thing, Shadow. I guarantee you not one of us is going to make it out of here alive. I see a whole graveyard is full of motherfuckers that didn't and tried. That's just part of life, isn't it? They plan on killing off billions, though, bro. And they've already begun. Doing pretty good. I have no complaints. I'm sitting here having some of the best Alfredo I've had in my life. Chilling like a villain. I'm actually starting to loosen up a little bit where I can move.
They're all doing.
Fucking had neck cramp all week.
NATO. They're all doing.
Yeah, it's 180 nations. Russia, China, North Korea. Who prints their money, man? Crown Vatican, DC Corporation. Who put their leaders into place? We did.
Oh.
World War III is a distraction to keep you dead and out of their bunker. Their bunkers weren't built because of World War III, though. That's the cover story. How you doing, James? Sitting here next to the blue jade feathered serpent. Got the cross on the snake head. The Jesuits didn't like that, so they made the Ottawa tribe break off all the big feathered plumes and such. take the truck-sized ones and bury them under rubble like this. Hundreds of these. Took us about 3 weeks to uncover it. One by one. Then they murdered the tribe that they make the snake pit. They painted it all red with red ochre. Tried to tell people it was a grave. So the only thing they buried there was the truth. There were no bodies in that hole. I'm just lucky enough to be here blessed with the Green family's cooking, because I'll tell you what, these ladies can cook. I mean, do the math. I got 113,000 carat rock there. Blue jadeite. Worth $500 to $2,000 a carat. I've had it in my possession for quite a few months. Whilst I bust my ass to fill the tank, make sure this lady gets down the road to the next museum. If I was motivated by money, don't you think I would have just took a cut of the $86 million that thing's worth by carat? Dipped out? Said deuces, y'all? I'm not motivated by money.
I'm sorry, unlikely to get any.
I just wanted to clarify that today. For Miss Cheryl Van Horn, who seems to want to go around spreading false rumors about people. Have you even noticed what's going on, though? That's the question here, Shadow. Have you noticed that your moon is rising like this, and then it rolls 180 degrees and then sets like that? Exactly not like we set the fucking calendar to, man. It's doing a wax to wane every night from your front porch. North to south hemisphere view. NASA says we tilted on our axis because of melting glaciers. I disagree. We tilted on our axis because the sister system has neared Earth. You know what a polar vortex is? It took me about 30 seconds to figure it out. It's a clockwise rotation on the northern hemisphere. Does that belong there at all in physics? No. What does that mean then? If we have a perpetual clockwise rotation on the northern hemisphere, being influenced by an outside magnet.
At least you noticed that.
That's why we tilted. The polar vortex tilted us because it's a magnet indicator. Yeah, there's a lot of that going on in there. There shouldn't be two fucking different spectrum colored rainbows in the sky either. Spectrum's big, man. Spectrum. Roy G. Biv. White light. What the hell's that top rainbow? That's red, orange, yellow.
Actually.
Yeah, there's three suns.
moon and the sun, it's the moon and the sun and the other sun. And the other sun.
And you got two spectrums in the sky. When it rains, you're looking at two light sources. You can't get two light spectrums from one source. That's impossible. That's just not something that happens. It's a hell of an awesome show. Now, if you got clear skies, here's how close it is to the end. You ready for this? While you're watching the moon turn around, look directly into your north horizon. Notice there's no stars there for a big part of your sky. It's really dark. You can check that out real quick. Notice how big it is. It took about 3 years to get that big and that close. So don't freak out and poop yourself. The moon isn't being projected, nor is the sun, for God's sake. We don't live on a frisbee. I got a 20-second short flat tard or something like that. Go look at it. I put your, you know that graphic? Because they always show it as a graphic. They always show the thing as a graphic. Yeah, I don't use lens flare. I'm talking about a rainbow in your sky. Roy G. Biv is white. And then when it rains, there's one above it that's red, orange, yellow. It's a different spectrum. It's a different colored sun. That right there is empirical evidence. It's not a lens flare.
The Bible. Bullshit.
Seamus? It says God is light. Well, God's definitely a magnet. Yeah, I'm hoping it clears up. Light being projected from a real sun that's up in space, yeah. How you doing, Vigorous? I mean, a model on paper, we got a paper plate with a flashlight going around it in a circle. Put your eyeball on that paper plate, move your little pin light in a circle around that fucking plate and tell me, when does your sun set? It doesn't. Your sun never sets on a flat earth model. If you actually try to make it into a model instead of a drawing, then you have to throw it in the trash because it's not a working model. It does not emulate what we see. Therefore, we don't live on a flat plane. My creator is much more than a snow globe maker. You see, I'm just not going to subscribe to your petty, little, weak, snotty-nosed, sniveling little god. Little snow globe maker. That's insulting. How you doing, Heather? Good to see you. Could be anything the light makes it. Now you're just talking nonsense.
Light doesn't make it.
We live on a cosmic egg, my friend. Hurling through space. She ain't no dead rock, though. You're referring to a book that was written by a Roman emperor and handed down by a very long line of English kings with your best interest in their minds, right? They preserved the word of God specifically so you would know exactly what's going on, right, Shadow? Give a fuck what the Bible says. Have you read the original books? Isaiah 24:23 says, in an obscure so-called fucking prophecy, in the end of days your moon will become confounded, confused, like it is today, wax and wane every night. You know what the original verse says? When the sister system nears Earth, its axis shifts, making the sky roll, thus begins tribulations of Earth. Now you tell me just the hell Constantine and those English kings want to preserve truth and light and God when they take a very clear description of why we're on our fucking side, what to look for, into this obscure fucking so-called prophecy that you're referring to, Shadow. Script. Thank you, Thomas. Well, then why would you even want to refer to the Bible, let alone read the damn thing too many times? Well, I can't blame you for reading it. I've read it probably more than most human beings on the planet. I was trying to figure out what it meant. Then I realized, wait a minute, why am I looking at this version? Why don't I go look for that canonized books? And I did. I was like, oh my God. No, they lost the truth, Shadow. They are idiots. You know what happens when the wisdom holder dies? So does the wisdom, for God's sake. They're ignorant of half of the shit we discovered just this year. Find code in the Bible? Yes. The Lord's Prayer. Take a pre-1800 dictionary and sit there and read that again. God used to mean your cock. To come forth was to piss. So when you're fucking pissing out of your fucking God and you're fucking screaming and wailing and gnashing of teeth in the fires of hell, burning in your fucking God, your dick's on fire from getting gonorrhea from the catamites. That's what the letter to the churches was about. Big meaning there, huh? No, they changed the language when they taught the peasants how to fucking read. They didn't change the book. They changed the meanings of words. But if you go back pre-1800 and start checking it out, it tells you exactly what that fucking thing says.
Yes.
Yes, exactly. That's the only reason it was written. To divide us. How many versions of the Bible? How many versions of Christianity? And most Christians don't even associate themselves with the Catholic Church. Jesus wouldn't exist without the Jesuits. They made him up out of canon. His name's Ninja Gita. You might have heard of him as Toth. You can look at the older Bibles, but you got to get the older dictionaries too, man. See what those words actually mean. God doesn't mean cock anymore, does it? You're cock, man. Does God mean you're cock? No, it doesn't. Not anymore, but it did pre 1800, right there in the dictionary, bro. Opinion doesn't go very strongly here. Why would you do that, Seamus?
Who the fuck asks that as a first question? Why?
Don't hide the guy. Just because he fucking questions me, I'll take your blue wrench away.
Okay.
Honest debate's welcome. He starts acting like a child, send him away.
Guess what he just fucking did? It was literally a joke.
I'm going to take away your wrench.
You literally said because you're gay.
Hmm?
You literally said because you're gay.
Because you just already blocked him.
No.
I would have called me gay too if I got blocked. Gay ass little motherfucker. See? What do you want, Chico?
Get him, Chico.
It would be sinful to give you some of this Alfredo, dude.
It would.
You are way, I mean, dude, your position on the fucking food chain demands you never have anything this delicious. You would just explode. It's the physics of it, man. Look at him. He wants to die. Here, go ahead.
Oh, God.
Oh, God, look, Chico, he's already starting to choke. Ah! As soon as he got near it. Poor Ito. He said, I want your Alfredos. I like your Alfredos. The Jesuits didn't like the cross on the snakehead. They made the Ottawa tribe. They had big wings on them. And they fucking took the plumes and all that shit and broke them. And then buried truck-sized ones with the rubble. That's rubble. 113 fuck with blue jadeite. Rubble. With markings. Older than the Avant. Older than the Bible. That's what Lipscomb University's archaeologist department told me. Standing right here in this RV.
No. That was a response to your answer.
He
wasn't talking to me. That was a response to your answer.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Thank you. I'm not going to beat you in the head with a rock.
That was his response to your answer. Because you're gay. Crying emoji.
Oh, well.
That's either a kid or a bi.
I am monk. And so what if I was? Who are you to tell me who to love? That's another thing. If it ain't hurting you, what the fuck are you worried about? At least the motherfucker be loving somebody instead of hating. Come on, Chico. I mean, look at Chico. He's questionable. He'll hump near anything. We still love him. He humps my goddamn pillow. I still love him.
Go hump his pillow.
Fucking Chico. What are you doing? Oh, God. You too, Skunk. You have a good night, man.
Get him, Chico. Get his Alfredo.
We're going to be rolling out tomorrow for Points North. We're going to go pick up some glass. And then we're going to go blow some glass in Waxahachie for about 3 or 4 days. Amy's got 3 different flyers flying around town. A bunch of people wanting to blow glass already. So I'm pretty excited about that. My fucking shoulder's killing me, so I'm working it. I'm trying to get loosened up for tomorrow. God dang. I need it to operate.
Chico's gonna tell you how you should definitely give him some Alfredo.
Mm-hmm. I got 1 bite of Alfredo left. Guess who ain't getting it, Chico?
Oh.
A Skunk, we'll be getting into Pensacola at some point. I really don't see myself going into Florida, though. I've kind of promised myself I wouldn't do that to me again. That was before Florida got the way Florida is now. Yeah, it's just, you know the deal. Arrive on vacation, leave on probation, Florida. It's not my favorite state. Last time we were there, we came straight into Pensacola and then straight north. Got out of Florida as soon as, like 2 hours. We was out. We was gone. Yeah, see, that's another thing. Florida's fucking one way. Quite a few hours.
That'd be better.
Then you got to come back up the state.
You feel a bit better?
A little bit. Why don't you take that big butcher knife and just cut my shoulder right off?
No.
You up there by Disney World. Whoop, whoop. I've been there. Oh, Seamus's mom and I lived on Rat Key down there south of Key West for, about 6 months. At one point. I used to like Florida. I really did. I'd say it was probably, thank you, 5 years after we moved on north that I went back down to Key West and decided I'd never go back there again. I had an RV then. Fuck, when I was down there with his mom, all we had was a tent. I had a blast. I had an RV. It was a bitch.
Oh, dude. She's having fun on the trampoline.
I built a lot of houses up in Sawgrass and TPC up in Jacksonville. When I was married to my daughter's mama down there. I've done a lot of Florida. Why am I looking terrified? You're looking at bamboo.
Yeah, bot?
I don't know. I think it might be a phone bot.
I'm staring at them.
Yeah, I know. He's staring at bamboo. I'm not sure where you're getting the terrified from. I certainly don't sound terrified. I've heard terrified. I'm not even mildly nervous. Or were you talking about Chico? He walks around shaking and looking terrified all the time. He's just teeny. You would too if you were only like 3 pounds, I suppose. Chico's all of about 3 pounds.
That noise, Chico.
But right here on this channel, I was up with Bigfoot all fall. We were digging out snakeheads with crosses on them, representing planets around a solar plume. The Enuma Elise in 3D. It's got 3 suns on it and a bunch of planets. And it used to have big wings, plumes on it. The Jesuit made the Ottawa tribe break them and then bury the big ones as big as a truck in Hastings, Michigan, with the big ass white temples that are there. And then they murdered the tribe. And they painted everything with red ochre and lied to everybody and said, this is burial ground. And we went in there and found out that there wasn't a body in there. They just buried the truth. The Jesuits didn't like the cross on the snakehead. They didn't even understand the message. Although if they did, they would have done the same thing, because that's planet heaven. That's what that represents in the Numa Elise. That represents planet heaven. And there's the sun that it's on, that Earth was on. And then we got trapped in the void over here. And Earth was separated from heaven and heaven from Earth. That's the story you're reading on this head. That's your Numa Elise, 3D.
Hell of a book. It's a pretty fucking intricate book.
I ain't got much to be afraid of. I know the truth about my soul. Man is afraid of the unknown, but when you know, you stop being afraid.
There's no reason.
Therefore, if you want to be unafraid, you need to go to the older videos and look at what... Hi, I'm Eric Briggs. Don't let the fuzz fool you. Back in 2014, I was the guy that authored the Davis Hemp Bill for Senator Republican Jim Davis. I was top investigator, North Carolina, senatorial investigator, amongst many works. I stood down when I reported to him that the polar vortex had made our axis shift, making the sky roll. He said he knew. They named the sun G19 and said that the bunkers were made for that. They offered me one for my son and I refused it. They wanted to tell me how safe it would be because you were going to be dead. 7 billion people. They didn't want to be dealing with you trying to get in their bunkers. So they're going to take 3/4 of you out. I've laid down this plan in detail on this page. And you can go to my older videos and look at some things that have already happened. But if you look at the dates, I was telling you before they happened what was going on, what to expect. It's all time-stamped right here. You can go back to 2014. You can find one of my links to my Facebook page. Go back and read all my entries in 2014 all the way down here. It hasn't changed. He retracted it himself. And most of what I've said has happened exactly the way I said it would happen. It's not prophecy. Again, I am not a Snowden cubicle worker, false flag guy. I'm the guy they really don't want you to see. I'm not on C-SPAN. I'm not on CNN because they told me how they were going to kill 3/4 of you. I have itemized that and detailed it on this page. You can go fucking find out there. And in the time being, learn how this is not a scary thing. We actually have more power than they fucking imagine. And they're terrified of you, knowing the truth. Keep that in mind. Why would you be afraid of them if they're terrified of you? That doesn't even make sense. I don't clickbait. You can take it or leave it. I don't monetize this channel. The only thing more clicks means to me is more people are learning their human birthright and their history and what to do about this situation. I don't want to be the only one left up here. There's my motivation. We have a perfect opportunity to burn down the halls of hell. If we were wrong, we would have never found the blue jade feathered serpents in Hastings, Michigan, with the concentric for 80 miles, culminating into a fucking spot, 6 temples sitting in 25 acres in Hastings, Michigan, in the center of these concentric circles, where we dug out hundreds of these that surrounded one as big as a truck that matched this, except this was a 3D actual fang, not an effigy. And they actually had the big fangs on the big ones. The fangs themselves were about half the size of the fucking head here to the big one. And they had hieroglyphs all over them too. We have footage of the big feathered wings that look like angels' wings that they broke off the big ones too on the back over here, like they broke these ones off. They put all the rubble around it and they fucking murdered everybody, the whole Ottawa tribe in the area, to hide the cross on the snake head. And on top of it, we found a Lucky Charms rock. Yeah, that's stars and diamonds and squares and hearts and shit all over. Peridot. That's garnet embedded in peridot. It wasn't made in a riverbed. Jessica Ann Harris and fucking Cheryl Van Horn out there talking about I got alternative motives. I need Jessica for her money. There's 113,000 carats of blue jadeite. Lowballing blue jadeite is $500 a carat. This one has inscriptions on it that outdate Lipscomb University's Avant period, according to the head of the archaeology department there. I think that's worth more than the carat value of this stone. So I wouldn't be having it for months and months and months, busting my ass to put gas in the fucking tank to take this thing from university and museums and tribal headquarters everywhere across the nation. I would have sold the goddamn thing for a couple of $1 million and run with the fucking money if I was motivated by goddamn money. Let alone the Lucky Charms rock. It's all peridot with fucking garnets. It's a goddamn Lucky Charm rock. It's man-made. Piezoelectric fucking material. Just like that one. And we discovered how to make it. We actually have the means that humanity itself can start generating its own electricity out of its own buildings, and you can fucking cut out your power bill. I didn't patent it. I gave it to MSU, and I'm giving it to you time and time and time again. We dug into the pit of constructing these. We figured out how they were doing it this fall. We've made some real important discoveries over here that should benefit the fuck out of humankind. I discovered it. My tenacity discovered that. I was digging the fucking hole. Wasn't nobody helping me but Seamus. I ain't terrified of shit. I sure as fuck don't need their money. I'll bet you right now, Jessica couldn't tell you how they were made because she doesn't pay attention. I could take the formula and the method to a fucking concrete company and be a millionaire overnight. There's several different ways I could make money off of what has happened since fucking Hastings, Michigan. And I haven't. I don't intend to. My motivation is to free up humanity. I have a 19-year-old son that I don't want to go through the fucking nightmare of fucking bullshit that we've had to deal with as adults. It's my motivation. Give a fuck about your money. Right here in this state, I did the impossible. I made Texas go medical for children only. Minor children only could use THC in the state of Texas in 2016. When I left here, I did that by a fucking letterhead to the legislators here. You don't have to convince the fucking people, just the legislators. And when I told the legislators that THC is required to carry, and that the Hague had decided that keeping the life-saving and altering medication away from the patient was considered a human right violation, and that would strip them of their office and put them directly in the defendant chair. You don't sue the governor, you sue the governor. The human being for human right violation, and the motherfucker hangs. Guess what bill passed out of 13 that year? Yeah, that's right. Minor children only in the state of Texas, and I did that as a political statement and walked the fuck out of here. I didn't make a dime on it. This seems to be a pattern throughout my life. I go around trying to make it better for human beings, not my pocketbook. It's not my motivation, and it's never going to change. Cheryl Van Horn. How dare you? My life is a video. My life is documented. They got documentation of me in North Carolina State Capitol Police. They can tell you what Davis had to try to fucking arrest me for. Non-disclosure agreement that didn't exist over what I just told you about. Their bunker system. 180 nations in this world, including China and Russia, are walking hand in hand in a script handed down by the Crown Vatican DC Corporation. We, the ones that put the leaders in place, they're all family members, and they're very well aware we live in a three-sun system, and we're on our side because of it. They're terrified of you, 7 billion humans, getting into their bunkers when you figure out what's going on. So they can't have you here, and they have engineered a nuclear fucking bloodfest just for you. They don't want the fucking control and the money and the Bitcoin and the fucking whatever else you're worried about. They want you dead. Period. If I would have had any alternative anything in my fucking blood, I would have taken the fucking bunker, don't you think? I refused the bunker. They knew there was not a damn dollar on the planet that could. But thank God, the jailer was an honest man with 3 children. And he looked at my report. He didn't get to keep it. They took it from him when he refused to fucking arrest me. And he called me because he did retain one thing, my phone number. And he wanted to know what I knew. And I gave him this moon to watch. I said, it used to rise, wax, and set wax. And then it would rise, wane, and set wane over a month period. Well, it's rising, wax, and rolling 180 degrees now, setting wane. Now that's something that's I can't make it up. And if it wasn't doing it, I wouldn't be sitting here telling you it was, because you could look and verify it, which most everybody on this fucking channel has. Anybody allowed to talk. Ain't that right, Heather? That's a crazy old man. And then boom, the queen was dead, wasn't she? They told you 3 or 4 days after I did. I said, look, queen's dead. You tell that. Look, they're trying to tell you the queen's dead without telling you the queen's dead, because they tested the waters here. Queen's dead. Queen's dead. She was dead. I could tell by the fucking newspapers. They weren't telling you the queen was dead, but they were telling you the queen was dead. Queen was dead. I used to advise these politicians. I used to advise them. I was an advisor to a politician, to your legislator, who in turn told me how you had to die. I'll be damned if I can be bought out with money, because I'm still sitting here warning you. With 113,000 fucking carats of blue jadeite right there, regardless of the fucking hieroglyphs and amazement of the rock itself. Bottom basement dollar on this rock is $86 million. I want the truth to shine. This is truth. Trinitite on jadeite in Hastings, Michigan, burying a truck-sized version of it with the same trinitite on this. That means the War of the Gods happened, just like the Ottawa said, and the Jesuits come in and murdered them because of the cross planted heaven on the fucking snake. There, that's what I wanted out of it. I wanted the fucking truth out of the goddamn hole, or I wouldn't have. fucking Cheryl Van Horn sitting there telling people I'm motivated by money. I spent Polly's money. That's what she says. She said something about I spent Polly's. I was like, what do you mean I spent Polly's money? I ain't even going there. I did that. I didn't spend none of Polly's money. I'll tell you that right now. That's not what happened. A pack of gum. Yeah, I'm just motherfuck. I can't stand it when people are out there talking about shit they don't know anything about. Because I didn't spend none of Polly's money. And I know Polly didn't go around telling her that. You see Polly in here all the time. She would have said it to us. I've been spending her money. I think we all know Polly well enough that she wouldn't bite her tongue and talk behind our back because that's just not her. But Cheryl Van Horn, Jessica, I've seen do some unscrupulous shit to people that she owes money to. I would think she'd know better at this point. I literally have Tristan, the guy that won his case against her, on video with me working at her place, talking to her about the fucking wages on camera. Damn. I was just wanting you to be fucking up and up and everything, see if we couldn't get the world to change a little bit. I hadn't even asked her for the fucking labor wages. I'm sitting here with a fucking multiple $1,000,000 rock at my feet. The fuck do I care? I'm just beside myself. That's the only reason I came on today. People accusing me of being a money grubber. Yeah, you know what? I couldn't do this without y'all's donations because I refuse to sell these rocks. How you like that? I got $86 million in rocks over here, and I'm asking you for gas money so we can drive it around the country and go show people. Fuck, what is that? Am I motivated by money? Really? Is that the smart way to make money? I'm sitting here like, where does this shit come from? Trolls. That's where it comes from. Fucking high school bullshit. Talking this and talking that. And then she talks so many circles about so many people, she just has to keep it going. And I'm talking about Cheryl Van Horn in particular. Because she talks about everybody to everybody. I'll sit here and do it on my live. I ain't going to sit there and do it in chat and be all like, I'm going to talk about this person. I got something to say. It's coming out of the fucking world. I don't play favorites. I don't play behind your back shit. Anyway, tomorrow we're going to end up in Waxahachie at some point. Blowing glass with Miss Amy. We got to go Fort Worth and get glass first to the glass place, and then we'll be going east to Waxahachie. Hopefully by noon we should be setting up with Amy blowing glass. And I don't know, like I said, I intend to do that until Sunday there. Blow as much as I can. I've already got a good little amount in the bank over here. We'll put some more in the bank and get our asses up to Freedom's Ranch and go investigate these turtles. Oh dear. But I want to have glass for the road. That way, before we leave there, I can blow glass for South Dakota and shit, and North Dakota, points east from there. We're
Be
gonna
on the way to
we're gonna go see the Loquita Sioux and Apache tribes and all sorts of people this summer. We're taking the northern route. So I want to end up in MSU talking to their archaeology department about fucking doing some work on making piezoelectric materials. And off to Chad and Danielle's. After that, I suppose goddamn, we'll be heading down. I don't want to go to Philly again. I just don't. You kidding me? Your mom can come out like in Virginia or something. We'll be close for weeks. And then Pensacola by early fall. Well, personally, I see us getting to Arizona and the fucking world starts blowing up and burning, which it's already on fire. And at some point, making a mad dash up to the halls of Amenti with a wrench to tear down the. Stop interrupting me. I'd appreciate it. It's like been a constant thing all day. I'm tired. And every time you do it, I gotta think about what I was saying. I hear you. I'm not hearing you. She can look like a bat. I think he's a little bat cat. Anyway, to recap, yeah, tomorrow we're heading out. We're going up to Fort Worth, and we're going to go do the whole Waxahachie thing, and we're going to start going up to Freedoms. Long story short, I'm tired. I'm sore. My whole fucking body hurts. So I don't know why, man, but I slept on the wrong side of my body. I know not to sleep on my left hand side, but I think I just went back here and passed. I don't even remember passing out. I think I might have laid right down on it. Stayed there all night because I can't move my arm today. It actually fucking hurts. But to recap for Miss Cheryl Van Horn, I don't need your money. That's 113,000 carats of blue jadeite minimum. Bring home basement, $500 a carat. That's a lot of millions right there. Without the cross on the snakehead and all these things outdate Lipscomb University's Avant period and Egypt. It's outdates in the Middle East, is what he said. That's your Avant. It's your biblical period. This outdates that. So does the Lucky Charm rock. It's peridot with garnet and diamond in it. I'm not motivated by money, but I do need donations to help carry these across the nation and show people because I can't do it myself. But that doesn't mean I'm motivated by money. It doesn't mean I'm motivated by donations. I'll sit and blow glass. I love my job. It just we won't make it to wherever we're going fast. That's all.
Pain is
I ain't in
over.
no hurry. I traded in our 3-story house that I had locked in at 500 in goddamn Colorado for an RV. We're at home. Ain't in home.
We are home.
I am home. I'll take the home where Creator wants me to go, and we're going to see what we can see. Next stop, Arizona. Tomorrow, we're going to Waxahachie. Get y'all some sleep. Keep your fucking humans calm. And much love, everyone.